Imagine a universe where asteroids are protected and black holes are preserved. Welcome to the frontier of space conservation. For a long time we've been exploring space, but now we're starting to think about how to protect it, just like we do with our planet. You might be wondering, what's the point of conserving space? It's not like we can see the impact of pollution up there. But the truth is, human activity is already affecting the environment in space. From the thousands of pieces of junk orbiting the Earth, to the potential damage we could cause to other planets and celestial bodies, it's time to take action. Conservation efforts in space are still in their infancy, but there are already some pretty cool initiatives underway. For example, NASA and other space agencies are working together to track and remove space debris, which is basically just trash that's floating around in space. They're also developing new technologies to make space travel more sustainable, like reusable rockets and solar-powered propulsion systems. But it's not just about the technology, it's also about changing our mindset. We need to start thinking of space as a fragile environment that needs to be protected, just like our own planet. One of the biggest challenges in space conservation is figuring out how to balance our desire to explore and use space with the need to protect it. It's a bit like the debate we have on Earth about how to use natural resources. Do we prioritize economic growth or environmental protection? In space, it's even more complicated because we're dealing with a completely new and unfamiliar environment. But, despite the challenges, there are already some amazing success stories, like the protection of the Moon's surface, which is now considered a historic site, and the preservation of near-Earth asteroids, which could potentially hold the key to understanding the origins of our solar system. As we continue to explore and learn more about space, we're realizing just how important it is to conserve it, and that's leading to some really innovative solutions. One of the most significant challenges we're facing is space debris, which is essentially junk that's floating around in orbit, posing a huge risk to our satellites and spacecraft. To tackle this, scientists are working on developing new technologies that can help remove or recycle this debris, like giant nets or harpoons that can capture and dispose of it safely. It's a pretty complex problem, but the good news is that governments and private companies are starting to take notice and invest in solutions. Another area that's getting a lot of attention is sustainable space exploration, which means finding ways to explore space without harming the environment or using up too many resources. For example, NASA is working on developing new propulsion systems that are more efficient and produce less waste, like solar-powered engines or advanced ion thrusters. These technologies have the potential to revolutionize the way we travel through space, making it cleaner, greener, and more cost-effective. As we move forward, it's clear that conservation efforts in space are going to play a critical role in ensuring the long-term sustainability of our space program. By protecting the environment and preserving our resources, we can ensure that future generations have the opportunity to explore and discover the wonders of space. So, what's next? In our next video, we'll be exploring the latest advancements in space technology and how they're being used to support conservation efforts, from satellite imaging to asteroid mining. Be sure to check it out and join the conversation on how we can work together to protect our planet and the vastness of space.